Yes. معتز.
Hello. Hi,
ازيك يا
Bassem.
حبيبي عامل ايه؟ How
Alhamdulillah.
are you
How
يا
are
حبيب
you?
قلبي? You're good?
Alhamdulillah, fine. I'm
I'm,
good,
I'm I'm
Alhamdulillah.
sorry like to ask يعني good يعني is where are you now in where are you now in Gaza?
In the middle area, under Balah city.
Deir Bala city. And بص we're gonna conduct this in English so we can get as many people as possible, and we would
Sure.
love the people who are watching
Okay.
this to to kind of like talk to all of their followers, talk to all of their people, so people will get us through what's happening right now. How's things are going? Is يعني tell us, give us a glimpse of what is happening in Gaza on your side, Yamad, as you can hear me.
Okay, yeah, I hear you. I hope you hear me well. You hear me well? Just let me know because I'm not sure about my connection.
Mm.
Okay. What is happening right now in Gaza Strip that Israelis occupied or let's say entered the north and Gaza City and like made checkpoints between the middle area and Gaza City. So for people to know, like Gaza Strip is like from Rafah after Egypt. There is a Rafah, the Egyptian Rafah and Palestinian Rafah. Rafah, Khan Yunis, Deir al-Balah, and the middle area. And the Gaza City, then the north of the Strip, which is Jabalia, Beit Lahia, Beit Hanun.
Mm.
So yeah, they asked first people to evacuate from Gaza City and the north to the middle area and the south, the Strip. After some people evacuated, a big number actually evacuated to the south. Israelis entered Khan Yunis, which is after the middle area, and asked people to move to Rafah, more to the south. And now they are asking people to move from Khan Yunis to Deir al-Balah, like they are moving people as they like.
So basically,
Uh,
they push the people from north of Gaza to the middle of Gaza, and now they're pushing it to the south because Israel at the beginning said that we are just targeting north of Gaza, and we want people to go to the safe area in the south where Khan Yunis is. And now they are still hitting no matter what. They basically bombing you guys until Rafah to be pushed into Sinai in Egypt.
Even when they said that to the people to move south, it wasn't safe. The bombing never stopped in the south, even. Just like
Yes. Yeah.
in Gaza, there is an ambush and there is a bombing. But in the middle area and the south, just like bombing with the jet fighters. About there's
Yes, my
soldiers
wife's
enough.
cousins, told me that Israel would send their, warning to people to evacuate, and they give them safe evacuation routes, and they would put into the buses, and they bombed 70 buses, include killing hundreds of civilians who were basically following the Israeli guidelines to evacuate through safe routes, and the Israeli military bombed those buses. Those are people fleeing, but and then of course they don't care. It's never about Hamas. It's never about like terrorism. It's never about anything. It is about them killing innocent civilians every single second with impunity, and with the international community and the American government don't give a damn about it.
Like, they strike the people in their way to going to the south. You know,
Mm,
يعني
mm,
they just like giving some instructions or some words just for the internationals to show that they are
mm.
acting like humans. But it's about like killing Palestinians wherever they are. It's just about it's not about just Gaza Strip. What is happening now in the West Bank? Like every day there is Palestinians losing their lives. But because now the show or the lights is on Gaza, no one is talking about the West Bank. This is the point.
Mm.
Okay, you are losing like thousands of people every day in Gaza, but also there is a killing without any reason. Those banks. So I'm trying just to show that it's not just about Gaza.
So listen, yeah, Motaz, this is what I want to do in the next few days, and I'm traveling in a few hours back to the States. It's a very long flight, and I want to settle, inshallah. May God bless you and may God protect you, inshallah. I want to do this Instagram lives with you. We are going to announce it. We want to know what happens in Gaza on daily basis. You tell us what's happening. I want to be one of the people that help in making your voice reach as many people as possible, because this massacre, this horrible genocide that happens every day has to stop here, Motez.
Just in the early morning, they killed my neighbors. They struck their apartment
They
at
they
the head of my street. It was
they
at
killed your
2 a.m.
neighbors.
Yeah, yeah, it's يعني a new massacre. يعني last week there was a massacre from my neighbors also. A new house, and it was raining, and it was a rainy weather, so we couldn't يعني hear, and the connection is so bad. So it's just like in the head of my street, they killed like seven my neighbors. They were sleeping, so the killing
Yeah,
never
and
stopped, and
yeah,
people
and
now, yeah,
they don't care. We have this is shameful. The fact that the United States cannot even come to like a humane decision to call for ceasefire. This is horrible, and this is terrible. And the fact this is like a killing that is done by the sponsorship of the international community. Everybody says how the Holocaust happened. We are seeing the Holocaust happening every day, and people are cheering for it, and they're not doing with it. This is like shame, and this is terrible. يعني so dude, listen, I'm here for you. Let's talk. Let's get as many people as possible. And I يعني you tell us يا معتز, what do you need? What is it? Of course, like other, we're trying to post as much as possible. You are the real heroes on the floor. Tell us what, if you want to to give any message, anything you need. We can try to put this up.
look, despite the difficult or the hard situation that everyone in Gaza right now is living. Like I'm talking to some friends, they're like in a bombed house. They already bombed the house. So they flee to Rafah and they found like a bombed house. They use it as a shelter. It's not safe. It's not clean. And يعني from us, I'm trying to be helpful as much as I could for some by some relations. Okay, the bus is now gone. يعني I can. What could I provide them? But it's now about not about money, not about place, not about food. It's about like take a real action to stop this. Just like to stop it, so we can focus what to do. The real disaster is not now. After if the war ends, when the people go back to their homes to see destruction, they will do. And the main disaster is it's winter. Like there's a video
Yeah.
from Jabalia refugee camp for a child. He's walking in a street full with water after it rains and having a body of his brother. So and no one can cover in the north. It's hard to cover that. There's snipers, there's really artillery, drones, tanks. Everyone's moving there. They strike it. So the news is there's a lot of massacres happening that even journalists can't cover it because they strike everyone. They target everyone. So it's hard there. And here, even in the middle area and the south, now the Israeli tanks is just like 700 meters away from my home. They are like
Mm.
cutting the way from between Deir al-Balah and Khan Yunis. And they are so close. Yani, if the tank driver want to just like to shift away, so he's close to my area. So now we are talking about like the soldiers, the tanks, and when the Israeli tanks want to enter a place, they don't like enter gently for sure. Just like the jet fighters keep bombing all the way like in front of the tanks, so they can easily move in the place. Just like to take a real action to stop this, just stop it so we can
So,
see what we have.
Mu'taz, you take care of yourself. I am boarding my plane soon, and I will be on a flight very soon. But once I go back to Los Angeles, I want to continue talking to you. I want to continue to work to hear more about you. We are all for you. I am Mu'taz, and I'm very sorry if this is happening. We feel crippled. We feel we feel helpless and hopeless, and you're the real hero on the ground. May God then save you all, inshallah. بإذن this my nightmare will stop.
Inshallah, inshallah.
Inshallah, حبيبي. I will talk to you again. Once I land, I will text you, and let's do this more.
Sure, sure. Yeah, whenever it's possible,
Yep.
we'll do it. No worries.
inshallah حبيبي. Bye bye حبيبي قلبي.
Have
سلام.
a safe
Bye bye.
flight, Habibi. Bye bye.
You too. Bye bye حبيبي. Bye bye. Bye bye. Well, I have to go now, and يعني it's terrible what's happening, and I hope things will change. I don't know. We're speechless. Thank you guys. Bye bye.